I'm Lewis. I'm currently towards the latter end of the buying process. We're hoping to exchange contracts today, which would be great news if it does eventually come through. Currently we're in rented accommodation, living quite close to work. Where we are currently, it's quite expensive to run in the winter with like the energy bills and stuff, and we're in a flat because of the storage heater. So we thought, rather than wait until the new year, and the fact that we're now in a position financially to do it, then why wait until Feb, March? Let's just do it now and get into a proper house and be a lot more comfortable for winter. I'm a worrier, as my wife would say to me, so I always worry about the money side of things. So how much is it going to cost? What deposit size are we going to need? Running costs when we're actually moving, deposit, can we actually afford the repayments of the mortgage? Once we kind of got comfortable with that and knew what we could afford, then that was okay. We've been putting a deposit together since, I would say, a good few years, slowly building that up over time. My mum's helped with some of the deposit. I think nowadays it's becoming more and more common for almost the bank of mum, what they call bank of parents, when mum and dad what they call it. So I think it's probably not unusual now for people my age, early to mid 20s, to be using the parents to help get on the property ladder. We did have to probably look at what we do monthly. We are quite an outgoing couple, but not every weekend. So we thought, if we want to do this, and sure, we can do it, but also look at areas where we can probably cut back a little bit, just so we can put away a little bit more money per month. Going to the football matches, travelling down to London, things like that. We probably thought we probably can't do that all the time like we used to, so just try and cut that back a little bit. In terms of what we were looking for, and the sort of the deposit and the property price, I think we got it quite right. We were looking around this ballpark figure, so we shortlisted a few properties around that ballpark. We went low, went high, and went middle. So we kind of compared the spectrum of this is under budget, this is about bang on, this is just over budget, and kind of compared them. So we went for that kind of approach. Mainly did Google searches, kind of get an idea of how much things cost and what kind of hidden costs you have to look for when you're going through the process. There's a lot of good websites on Google, what you can go to and use them for advice. Once we actually kind of highlighted this is the property we want, from there I think it was quite straightforward. Probably the most stressful part at the very beginning was kind of negotiating the offer. You always worry about how much do you go under the property price? Do you go over? Do you go offer the full amount? So you're worrying about that initially, and then once you kind of get the offer accepted, obviously that's great news, and then that's when the hard work starts, trying to get everything over the line. First thing we did was go straight to mortgage advisor. We thought we wanted to do it that way rather than go direct to the bank. Main benefits going for a broker is they kind of take away a lot of the stress. They handle a lot of the interactions between the solicitor and the estate agents, the lender. So you can kind of almost take a back seat and just provide them the information what they want, and they go away and leave all the hard work for them to do. We also chose a broker who was local, and in addition to that we had our solicitor and surveyor as well, so all three were local to us. Main reason for that was we wanted to kind of build up a bit of a rapport with them face to face. We know who we were dealing with. We wasn't just chatting to an online text messenger. We had that faith that who we were talking to was doing the right job for us. And as well, thinking down the line, if we wanted to remortgage in 5 years' time, we could go back to the same conveyancer or solicitor, for example, or maybe even the same broker as well. Most helpful was just someone just to kind of talk through your situation, straight away, lay it all out on the table. This is where we are, this is what we want to do, and then they can just go, yep, you can do this, but this is what you need to do. Or it was just really having that kind of initial conversation to get all the facts off, so you know what the playing field is. Yeah, I think if I could go back in time, I would definitely say I'll reassure myself that it's not as scary as it seems. It alleviated quite a bit of worrying, speaking to someone. So we certainly came out of that meeting thinking, yeah, we can do this and it's feasible.